John Salako of Crystal Palace, picked at number 11. A big opportunity for him in the absence of John Barnes. And looking at the England team, not only Barnes, but the likes of Des Walker and Mark Wright also absent injured. So it's a new centre-back partnership of Gary Pallister and Paul Parker, both of Manchester United. Parker and number 8, Trevor Stephen, now of Marseille, are two of those 4 England survivors from that semi-final in Italy. The others, David Platt and Gary Lineker. The Germans, on the other hand, have 7 players in their starting lineup who took part in that match. The newcomers are number 2, Manfred Binz, a late replacement of Sweeper, number 5, Stefan Effenberg, and number 7, Andreas Moller in midfield. And in attack, the former East German Thomas Dohl, who now plays for Paul Gascoigne's new club, Lazio, as does Dohl's attacking partner tonight, number 9, Karl-Heinz Riedle. And he'd hit the post. Goodness me, that was close. Buchwald really got in there. He's dangerous in those positions, as we saw in the World Cup, but England won't be too happy about the marking.
There's a great corner, as you see, whipped into the near post, and you see Buchwald rising above everyone, heading it perfectly down and catching the outside of the post.
This is Batty. Trevor Stephen. And now Dixon with Lineker waiting in the centre, being joined by Smith. There goes Lineker, here comes Stephen. Oh, and what a turn by Lineker, and away from John Salako, almost off the line by Effenberg, I think. John Salako was within a whisker of putting that in. And there was some good cover on the post. I think it was the number 5, Stefan Effenberg, who saved Germany. First of all, good play on the right-hand side. Stephen out to Dixon, and as it ran loose here, Gary Lineker turning and shooting so quickly, Ildner couldn't hold it, and look at that, Effenberg from Salako. Well, that fell well for England. It's Stephen who found Salako, who's now switched flanks. They've got support from Alan Smith with the header! Oh, good save! Tony Dorigo shaping on the near side. And Dorigo shoots. Oof. And Platt's there. He's hit the bar. Oh, and the rebound has gone wide from Lineker. I don't think Gary Lineker had quite the time to direct that into a gaping net. David Platt hits the crossbar, and, well, he was stretching a bit, wasn't he, Trevor? Oh, it was a backheader by Matthaus, but here he is again. What a great ball that was to Moller. Terrific pass by Matthaus. Now they've got runners all over the place here. This is Thomas Hessler. Dohl in the middle, being joined by Moller. Still Hessler, and still Dohl on the near post. This is going to be Effenberg. England defending well there. Binz. Well, you mentioned the range of passing that Matthaus gives the Germans, Trevor. No better example than that one. Here he is again, and he's got a man through again. This is Dohl. Stoppage time. Still Dohl, and Riedle, and a goal for Germany. Beautifully made by one Lazio player for the other. And Matthaus' prompting in that attack was also instrumental, but the scorer is Riedle from a cross by his clubmate Dohl in stoppage time at the end of the first half, and Chris Woods was absolutely exposed. The ball is played by Matthaus. They've just stayed onside according to the referee and linesman. Dohl is in round the back. Riedle finds a position now in the centre, and 2 defenders are drawn towards the ball, and he's on his own at the far post with another one standing still, Trevor.
Well, Dohl does well here, twists and turns, shapes to play it one way with his right, comes back onto his left, clips the perfect ball over the 2 at the near post. Tony Dorigo caught behind.
Moller. certainly looking to get in behind the fullbacks with diagonal runs from their front players. It's really what Dole did on the build-up to the goal. Here he is now on the right. Hessler. You can count the passes in this move. Here's Effenberg. Riedle. And still Riedle. Oh, and it was a good attempt to chip Chris Woods. Flat looking for Smith coming in on it. Oh, and Dixon came in there and hit a beauty. It was a screamer from the Arsenal fullback. And Bodo Ilkner again shows what a good reaction keeper he is.
I think he got a nasty deflection as well. I think Bramer it was who shut Dixon down, and he followed up and hit it very well, but it just probably came at a nice height in the end for to tip it over.
Now can Solarco produce a better corner? He's got Smith facing him and Palace just behind him. Back again to Solarco. And it's once more Dixon. Has he got Stephen in here? Solarco. Smith's in there with Ilkner. And Pallister.
You see Lee Dixon hit the shot outside of his foot, comes off the back of Bramer's heel, and probably dropped a bit kindly for the goalkeeper, and he was able to tip it over.
Effenberg. Matthaus. Hessler now going from right to left. Bramer. Curls one in. Oh, and Chris Woods made a superb save from Riedle. Otherwise it was 2-0 and perhaps England would have been out of it. The goalkeeper responded really well. You could tell from the expression on Riedle's face just how deprived he felt there. It's a great ball by Andreas Bramer, isn't it, Trevor?
Magnificent, and in fact Riedle's just got a yard on Pallister. Volleys point blank.
Paul Stewart and Paul Merson about to make their full England debuts. It's going to be a double substitution after the free kick. Oh, and the defender in the way of his keeper, Dorigo, flicked on, and the header is saved in the end. David Platt getting the final touch for England. Pallister, Lineker. Gets it back from Merson. Smith lays it wide to the Arsenal colleague. In comes Stewart with the header. Oh, it's going to come to Platt. And Ilkner stays well spread again. Paul Stewart had a hand in it, though. Riedle up for it. Matthaus! Well, what a fine piece of football. Beautiful strike by Matthaus. And a fully extended save by the England goalkeeper, Chris Woods, who's having quite a good night, to say the least. Oh, that was beautifully volleyed, wasn't it? Right over the ball, and just look at that from Woods. And now Hessler. Oh, it's a very, very good turn by Klinsmann. And Germany win at Wembley for the third time. It's the first defeat in the managerial career with England for Graham Taylor in his 13th match. Unlucky for England, beaten by a goal at the end of the first half. But all in all, the difference in experience between the two teams reflected in the performance of Lothar Matthaus, surely the man of the match, on the occasion of his 89th cap for Germany.